think this is a message for the overachiever, people who are like me. And I'm the kind of person who often believe that if I achieve some goal, then I will be worthy to love myself. And so I'm a really, I would say, competent struggler or hustler. These days I started to do the binge eating again, and because I've been in a very stressful mode lately, so many things happening in life, and I need to handle this and that, achieve this and that, and then after the milestone is reached, then I will decide to think about how to, work on the weight loss and the dancer project. I feel like I was not deserve to take care of myself until I reach a certain kind of milestone, or after I resolved some issues in my life. So that's why I gained around 10 pounds in 2 months, in less than 2 months. But the thing is, what woke me up was the moment that I finally finished something. I did reach the milestone. And then that night, I was not happy at all. I just realized there will be way more things to do in the next step. There's never such thing called the milestone. There will always be the next mountain to climb. And I don't want to, and regardless which progress, which mountain you're climbing right now, you feel terrible. You feel you're stuck. You will never reach that so-called milestone. The mountain is moving constantly by itself. So there will be no such a day that you call, I can rest, or I'm finally worthy to be loved by myself, to deserve a healthy diet, healthy lifestyle. I think that's probably why a lot of people have these, binge eating problems. Especially they are outstanding at work, in this physical world, and it's easy to get lost in this game while you are doing the hard work, and you forget that you have a body to take care of, or you just don't feel like you're not worthy of it. That night was the moment I woke up from this thinking pattern that I carry for the last 10 years after I resigned my position, my director position at Disney Interactive Media. I decided to start this entrepreneurial journey. Since then, there was so much chaos along the journey as an entrepreneur. And that's why I often feel like I need to reach some sort of certainty in order to be qualified to take care of myself, to be worthy for a reward. Not like in a regular work situation. Before 30, I worked at these big corporations for like nearly 10 years, and rarely at any weight, because life then was pretty much decided, so much certainty. The company has KPI, or the boss has some requirement, you meet it, and then your life is good. You have this monthly paycheck. But after becoming an entrepreneur, you decide what to do. You are in the constant chaotic mode. You are facing uncertainty, the survival stuff all the time. So it's easy to be on this binge eating mode. and forget living, basically, and just get lost in the struggling part and fighting part. And a few days ago, that was a pretty much awareness moment that I realized I was not happy at all. I was in a miserable state even after a milestone was met. And I just feel like there will be constant milestones to be reached next days. And there will never be a moment that I feel ready enough to take care of myself. Therefore, the action I took was I started separate the self-care part with whatever project I worked on, because they're totally different things. I will never measure my value through the milestones I reached at work or the certainties I reached for the future. They're totally separate projects, because being itself is all the value it is. Existence is all the value there is. And so-called project or milestones or work or career, these are just chosen experience you want to have on the planet to grow yourself, to enjoy, to have fun, to be passionate. But it's add-on. It is not required. But existence itself has all the value already. So you don't need to struggle to be worthy. You don't need to reach a certain milestone in order to be considered as qualified to be lovable of your own existence. So being itself, meaning feeling good in this moment, is the daily life. It's not something you need to fight for or struggling for. It is the life itself. Therefore, I separate, taking care of myself with whatever career path or projects I'm working on. It's totally different matters. They are not correlated. It's not because of this and then you can have that. They're totally separated. And after that moment of awareness or wake up moment, I decide to, I start to take actions very quickly. I start to get back to my self-love mode, to living, to be in a good living status again, regardless of the chaotic world surround me, regardless of all the uncertainties that an entrepreneur needs to face. They're totally different separate projects. That gave me a powerful life back again. And I started to feel way lighter and way happier and way calmer. And my entrepreneurial life, surprisingly, all these uncertainties feel less chaotic. And I'm able to move forward at a career step by step without any panic. Instead of like before, I was counting the progress. I was waiting for the project to be done, the milestone to be reached. Now, it's just a step by step per day. So regulating myself, my body, my health actually does help my career, does help my life as an entrepreneur with so much uncertainties and chaos. So that is a very surprising discovery, and pretty life-changing moment. And you will never discover this kind of thing unless you become an entrepreneur and facing so much challenge on the journey. And so I appreciate this discovery. I appreciate this wake-up moment. And hopefully you can start realizing that your life's achievement is not correlated to your project to take care of your health, your body, your mind. And hopefully you don't validate yourself through anything, but just being well, living well, regardless of these uncertainties, the chaos outside the world, in the world. You are gonna stay stable inside your heart by taking care of your health, your existence, your being. And then once that is done, the basic thing is done, the requirement thing is done, actually your life as entrepreneur or whatever job you're on will be reorganized surrounding it. Kind of like yourself is the sun, and anything you're working on, projects, the money-making thing, this physical 3D world thing is like surrounding it, like the little planet surrounding the sun. So always put yourself in the center, your health, your stableness at the beginning, at the center, and everything else just surround it. So take care of your being and let everything else take care of itself.